spaces mais review videos of one person pound each, whatever. You are living the dream, so like beautiful office, yes? Okay. Yalla guys, what do you think about how I can be improved? Okay, so guys, when we're gonna stop there, I want to like raise one point you can really like focus on. So I'll start. So you can double your volume easily. I saw you speak way louder in the other section. So try to focus on your breath. Pause and then double the volume. The offices. The new generation of the offices will come to the WeWork. The new unicorn in the offices sector, where you will have very beautiful co-working space, where you will work in very beautiful place, and that will make you more energetic, and that will let your chances to be bigger, to know another entrepreneur. So for me, for the last 3-4 years, I only try to work in co-working space, in very beautiful co-working space. It gives me energy, and it let me connected with the founder energy. It let me like have this feeling that the life is happening now. What do you think now? So Sam, your brother, was not listening. This guy is not paying attention. So come here and make sure they're listening to you. The offices. You spend 80% of your life in the offices. It your shape your idea, it your shape your personality, it shape our life. We have to take care about the offices where we spend 80% of our time. So please choose beautiful office to be in. Please choose beautiful culture to be in. What do you think now? Perfect. What do you guys think? Was it better? Okay, so I want one person to evaluate him, giving a 30-second evaluation. What he did right and what he can improve. You pick your evaluator. Anyone, guys, who wants to evaluate me, like I would be. Okay, I'll go. Stand up. Your name? Yeah, so your presence is always very noticeable. It's very good. You engage with the audience. You lock eye contact. It's easy to listen to you. I think like like for me personally, I think your voice was kind of like regular like listening voice. But I think what we're trying to do here is increase it. That's what I'm trying to do now. But yeah, in general, I think it's very good. The flow maybe can be like optimized a bit, but like you're moving around, you're talking to people, you're looking people in the eye. I think that's very good. And how I can optimize the flow better? So I guess like try to map the idea in your head before, because it's a difficult topic kind of. So if you have like more coherent thoughts, like if you chain them together, so they go like 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of thinking about one and then stopping and thinking about two. So I think that makes it a bit more fluid. But like you see, because like you give us here, so how I can do that on the practice? Take more breaths or like? Yeah, I think it's just practice, right? So you try to think more of the topic you have, and try to chain thoughts before starting, and that will make it easier. But obviously, it's a difficult exercise, so you've done amazing. Guys, more, hit me, please. No one? Yeah. I have something. Thank you. It's a great talk. Yeah. I really enjoyed the last session where you looked right into my eyes and brought me right into the room, if I wasn't there already. I guess for me, there might have been a very small bit of context assessment. So we're going to talk about like workplace. We're going to look at it from an environmental perspective and what makes you happy and how you can thrive. More structure, okay? I understand it's difficult. Do like I understand it's difficult. Yeah, here it was like. I mean, I haven't been yet. Yeah. I haven't had my turn yet, and
imagine it's very difficult speaking about a topic that's just been handed to you. So my advice, and I'm going to try and take this advice for myself, is just to spend a few seconds while I'm saying hello to the room and think about what is that context, what is the angle on this topic that I've been given.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
I got to like it. So like, see this. Hello guys. The offices. The offices when we spend where we spend 80% of our time. It shape our personality. Each very stresses or not. I have to go more. What do you think now?
I think you can think like, let's say you're talking about the offices, right? So you have one aspect where you're productive, right? And also like where you meet other people and collaborate. So try to link it to a story that you have. Maybe you said like you like to work in different offices where you meet different people. So you can maybe like try to link that together and then go with like, okay, the workplace setting that you're in defines the work that you do, right? So if you're in a place like this where you're surrounded by smart people and environment and like founders and stuff like that, it's very easy to get into that mind space and work.
Structured, yes.
So I think that's it. Right? So who here has tried to build something new? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, this is like the optimal setting that we're in to build something new, right? When you try to think about it a little bit, why are we building something new? So a lot of people have problems, a lot of people see issues around them, right? And we try to come up with ideas to solve these problems. I think that's what most of us are here for. This is the topic of innovation, right? Innovation can be in a multitude of different factors and can be in a multitude of different sectors, right? So there's like technical innovation, there's social innovation, there is cultural innovation. So it's all about what you see and the gap you identify, and then fixing that gap or going into it, right? So I want to ask a question. So I'm going to ask you because you raised your hand. So what was the last thing you worked on that you thought that was innovative?
I gave you that question.
Oh, wow.
So my last job in innovation, I was the health innovation manager for the United Kingdom and Ireland, for the European Institute for Innovation and Technology.
Okay.
I was not an innovator myself, but I would facilitate the bringing together of startups with advisors, with clinical experts to formulate an international European team.
Amazing.
To fix a problem through innovation.
Okay, thank you. What do you think you did here? If you're public speaking, what did you think you give her?
So I gave her the opportunity to express.
Right, did she take too much of time? Did you want to cut like there?
Maybe.
Why didn't you do it?
I'm trying to be respectful.
Yeah, so like a bit of public speaking is like you're in leadership role and you're in a way kind of a bit of a dictator. So you want to like take it, because otherwise if she doesn't match your energy, she's gonna like draw down like the energy and take, and it's not a bad thing, but if you're like, if it's your talk, you want like to command the room, so don't hesitate to take it back.
What's a polite way to take it back?
Like, let's say she gives like what she said, you could have just jump in, oh, you did this, that's great, and then you continue back in.
Okay.
So you acknowledge her, but you take back respectfully.
Okay.
But wait a minute. Please tell the last two sentences you was telling and cut here. We want to see how you cut here. Try.
Alright, so I'm going to interject here. So
Say
what I heard from you that you were in a very leadership position, you worked with a lot of senior people, right? And they were driving innovation. So what I want to tie here, not specifically to that, like it can be in different examples, but I think like one of the main drivers of innovation is how it makes us feel to build something, right? It's how it makes us feel to actually achieve novelty. And it's very rare especially like in these times, or like as we progress with technology, with everything that's happening around us, it's very rare for us to have that feeling internally. So I just want to throw that back again, and I'm sure you've witnessed a lot of great achievements. I just want to touch on a single point on like how does that make you feel inside?
It makes me feel proud, and one example is because of the innovative.
So proud. Yeah. So pride is a very big one. Pride is a primal motivator for each and every one of us. Since the beginning of time, we were motivated by pride. We were motivated by chasing success, chasing greatness. And I think innovation, in a sense, while it achieves a lot of usefulness for the public, it achieves a lot of good feedback for us as well. So I think that's why everybody is just striving to achieve it and striving to innovate more and more, which we all bear the fruits of, right? So that's me, and that's innovation.
Thank you.
Right?
Why you look at me? You're in control. You're in the leadership. Select your
I finished my
dominator.
talk now. Okay. So feedback.
I thought you did you're really good at articulating what you think and working from point to point. The one thing I thought you could have done a little bit better was when you did ask someone from the crowd about what they thought, you spent a lot of time looking there, and that was probably about half of the time. So you lose some of the attention in the room when you're just focusing on one person for that long. But otherwise, you're well spoken, volume was great, command of the room otherwise was amazing.
Thank you so much.
It helps that you're tall. So.
And I think like the second part was better than the first part, because the first part you was like speaking, doing everything, but you was a little bit isolated from us, and you was at the first part like looking to everyone but very fast, but then you get like you was very better, you start to look a little bit, and then so you get it better.
And your voice was like more strong than last time, more deep. So great improvement. Thank you. And just
One of the most important things we have to do in our lives is not seek comfort, but find comfort in doing hard things. And that's the topic that I want to talk to you guys about today. It's something that I know deeply myself. My whole life has been about avoiding doing the hard thing until I realized the hard thing sneaks up on you whether you wanted to or not. So if you find comfort in uncomfort, you're able to really control what you can control. And there's always going to be a million things in your life that you can't control. You know, girlfriend leaves you, car breaks down, fired from your job. There's nothing you can do about those things except to take control of being comfortable, being uncomfortable. If you're not able to master the art of, physically, mentally, and emotionally pushing yourself to places that you really don't want to be, then you have no chance when the fire really starts to burn. And the fire starts to burn for us all at some point, somewhere. It is inevitable. All men and women die. All men and women will experience hardships beyond even their wildest of imaginations. And it can happen at a drop of a hat. You never know which step you might step down, turn your ankle, and you're spending a month in the hospital. What's up?
Open your you are like this. You are speaking very good, but open and like try to move so it would be like.
yeah, so you're really clear, you're really articulated. I want you to double up your voice.
Okay.
Like very shout, shout right now.
Hello, what's up?
Shout.
Hi, how are you doing?
Okay, I want you to be at that level and really push the envelope of shouting.
Alright, well, let's live what we speak. I hate yelling more than I hate most things in life, but I've been told I gotta yell to do the rest of this speech, so let's push through it. I guess just thinking back on one of the most recent hardships that I've had to endure and really force myself to say, you know what, if you don't get comfortable doing uncomfortable things, you'll never be comfortable in your own shoes, was losing my job. And that was by my own choice, I quit. And it was a real moral struggle for me, because it's my favorite job that I've ever had in my life. I got to work in live TV production, which is something I've always wanted to do in my life. But when my morals were tested against what my company was building, I had to make a decision. Do I fall back on the money and comfort, or do I fall back on my morals and what I think is right in the world? So I decided to fall back on my morals. It sucked because that was a great job, loved every single day of it, and taking that away from me really broke me and my character and tested me against things that I never thought I would have to test myself against. And I can never say that I would overcome anything. You just try it every day, get a little bit better, and do a little bit better than the day before. And step by step, if you're able to take the next step, you find yourself maybe at the end somewhere victorious in your own mind. Thank you.
Okay, how was it, guys? Were you paying more attention on the second part or the first part? The second part. He was able to captivate attention. So, who is gonna be your evaluator?
Let's pick anybody.
Give your response, right?
Speak loudly.
Okay. I liked it. You missed some introduction to us. Okay, it was nice, but maybe you should ask some question to us or something like this, just to make sure that everyone who listens to you and participate. Okay, for me, it was just a little faster. This whole story, maybe point to point, you should just wait for a second. Everyone will clear your mind because it's hard to focus like 5 minutes speech.
Thank you.
And yes, make sure everyone is clear, maybe add some joke in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And yes, after that, everyone will be focused into again.
Thank you.
I have something.
Yeah, I think just, I love the story. I think the story carried the second part more than the actual delivery because the story was amazing. If you just like move around a bit, and as I said, like, but otherwise it was amazing and I love the story and I want to hear more.
I actually think otherwise. I was okay that you did not move around because you were very, very strong with your delivery. The only thing would be if you find a pose for yourself so that you don't play with your fingers.
Did I do that?
That's the only, briefly, in between. I think that's the only thing missing. It was okay that you didn't ask for a joke because I think the story and how you said it was good in itself.
Pointing that out.
Yeah, just the power pose, I think.
Yeah, that's a point. Like just like Hassan said, like if you're opening up, you're doing this because you're closing. Your mind is at threat of like being attacked. That's why you're doing. So like move around, take space, and feel comfortable in the environment. But you did great. Thank you.
Great. Mosquitoes, snakes, everything. No, right? Yes. But I really love nature. Even my English is not good. I have to think, yes. And even after that, I really love nature. I think that's why. That's not only reason why I'm here, but when I reached its forest city, I was really like amazed by that, and I wanted to see this forest city. And I think you, yes, I think you love this NS for that reason. Okay.
Okay, stop. Can you hear him? Tell him.
Okay.
Chill, relax.
So,
Put your hands like.
Hassan. She's speaking.
Okay, I thought like.
No, you're not audible at the back. You can be a little louder. If you feel that you're not able to engage us at the back of the room, you may come a little in between the room and maybe address us as well, so that we also feel a part of the entire conversation. Yeah.
It was really nice to meet you all. Yes.
Can't hear you.
I'm really happy for this. And you made basically.
Do you feel you're speaking louder?
Yes, you made.
Is he speaking louder, guys?
I think so. No, louder.
Louder.
Okay, so shout with me. Okay, shout.
Great. So okay. It was nice. It is really great place because it's chill, also meeting some new people and getting some information about some things. Maybe there are some meetings, events. You can even learn like speaking, public speaking. Yes, even you are a developer for 20 years, you are still learning new stuff. That's really great, and that's why you are here, and I am here. And I hope that you will find new things that you will be interested in, and you will have like great experience. And this 1 week is just a start for me, and I'm just getting to know each of you. Maybe some I know better or less, but we have 4 months from now. Yes, you will see. Thank you.
Waiter, pick your evaluator.
Leader?
Pick the evaluator.
You told me something to me and come.
Alright, so I think when I asked you to raise your voice, you did raise it a bit, but I feel that you can do much better there, because when we were all shouting, I did hear you go like a huge ah, so I think it can be louder. The other thing is that you could definitely interact with others and like move a little, so that we are equally, like I was trying to make eye contact with you while you were speaking, but I think your eyes were stuck till here.
Yes, I'm checking everyone if they listen or not.
Yeah, I think you could also use your hands a little bit better, like your hand was just stuck at a position, so which was a little confined, and I couldn't like, relate more to you, but when you express with your hands, I think that can just add on to everything that you're speaking.
Yes, thank you.
It's been 7 days since all of us have been here, and I would quickly like to jump on to each one of you to understand how your week has been, and I will give you, I'll come to each one of you, just use a word and describe your last 7 days at MS. I'll begin with you, sir.
Chaotic.
Chaotic? Wow. You, sir.
Fun.
Fun.
Inspirational.
Nice. Sir?
Interesting.
Interesting. Sir, at the back?
Awesome.
Yes, you, sir.
Me.
Yeah.
Reuniting with people. That's really words, but.
Nice. Sir, you?
Yes, awesome.
Sorry?
Awesome.
Awesome?
Awesome.
Great. You?
Energizing.
Yeah, I think all of us come with, have experienced like various emotions here. Somebody felt it's a little chaotic, for somebody it was really fun. But I think for me personally, it was a mix of emotions. I would actually call it a roller coaster ride if I could. When I came in initially, I felt a lot more involved. I was out there speaking to people, but this is the end of the week, and trust me, I feel a little drained out of energy. My social battery is slowly and slightly draining down, and I think that's very human to feel this way.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sam is falling asleep.
Sam.
So just move around and go capture Sam.
Yeah. Sam, do you have any feedback for me?
No! Just keep talking and go capturing. You did great. Just move around.
Yeah.
Play the space.
Right, so we were talking about our week at NS, right? But it's very important for all of us to know how do we can gain from people who have already been staying here. So I think I would go to Sam, who's been here for a while. Sam, would you help us understand how beginners should navigate for their first week at NS or the coming few weeks?
Relax, take it easy. It's very overwhelming, a lot of things around you. And the most common thing is fear of missing out. Imagine that is full of interesting subjects like this one, interesting exercises, and so you will burn out very quickly unless you take it easy, so just chill.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I think being chill is something that we take away from Sam's experience. Ma'am, would you like to tell us how, just one advice, if you had to give to somebody who's just starting at NS, what would that be?
To rest.
To rest?
Yeah, to make sure you
I think people who've been here for a while, all of them suggest that we should take it easy, take some rest, and not really get ourselves into each and everything out there. So my takeaway and learning from the people who've been here for a while, I think I would say that we should just take it chill. Like everything in our lives, we can just slow down and relax. Thank you. I think I will ask you to give me feedback. Yes.
Okay. I think you did great. I mean, you were. I can tell you were a little nervous.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, I think it was great. It was a little bit. What's this? I guess because it's improv too, right? It would be.
Yeah.
It was a little disorganized, but I think it was good.
Thank you. Do we have any other feedback?
Omega, can you tell her about the breathing and how can she improve that that nervousness feeling?
Well, mostly if you breathe more, you can give yourself time to slow down. And so how Anthony asked you to stop, reframe so that you can capture everyone's attention, especially because you're back here sitting.
Yeah.
You know how much energy it takes to reach the back of the room.
Correct.
If you take a breath, you can slow the pacing down. Here in an international community, we have so many dialects, so many accents to actually be able to understand everything. Just take your time, slow everything down. And I think Sam was trying to give you the hint to slow down when he was saying, you know, just be calm. But it's a matter of you were talking very, very quickly to try and fill up the space, but you are enough to fill up the space. So just breathe. Yeah?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, you're next.
Sorry, just maybe one more thing I realized. Of course,
Stand up.
one more thing I realized is that, of course, non-verbal communication, like your body language, is a part of the speech and the public speaking. I feel like the one thing that contributed to the perception that it was a bit chaotic was because you kept doing like this with your hands, like very, you know. This is what I noticed. It was like a go-to move.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How many of you guys like to live in a clean environment? Some of you guys are dirty. How many of you guys have carpet in your homes, not just here? Okay, so you guys are definitely dirty. Because carpets tend to attract a lot of dust. A lot of dust that you can't get up with a normal broom. Which is why things like vacuum cleaners have come out. But when you think about the vacuum cleaners that exist, like the standard, you know, go back and forth, like, I want to say Betty Crocker, but I don't really know if Betty Crocker did this. It's a standard, like, old mom style, like, vacuum cleaner. Those things suck. Then you got the guys that are selling you $3,000 Kirby's.
Okay, thank you.
What's up?
Great movement, great tone. I think you can push it a bit higher. Just try to push your boundary on the volume. And,
okay.
And
yeah. World title. Kirby vacuum cleaners. How many of you guys have ever talked to a Kirby vacuum cleaner seller? You're raising your hand. You were raising your hand before I even said anything.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're going to say.
You don't know what I'm going to say?
I know what you're going to ask, so I just raised it.
Oh, wow. I guess I'm predictable. Okay, so I once met a guy about, I don't know, maybe I was 22, 23. Guy was 19, selling Kirby vacuum cleaners. This guy showed me with evidence that he was making $23,000 a month. Now I'm in the military at this time, making like $1,400 a month. I'm broke, okay? They're not paying American soldiers that much money. But here this 19-year-old kid is like just talking to me about this, telling me about it. I wasn't gonna buy a vacuum cleaner, but we just got into the conversation. This was a moment where I thought to myself, the career decision I've made needs to change. Because if you guys aren't familiar with American culture, the first thing you want to do is get fucking rich. I don't know if I'm supposed to cuss, but I did, so it's over. And like pretty much every American, that was my goal. When I met this guy, I went straight to my computer after. I'm like, what can I sell? I got into life insurance. I did the whole like, I don't know if you guys ever heard of World Financial Group, like the affiliate marketing thing. Scammy as hell. But I like went through like that whole thing. That was like the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey. That took me into white labeling mobile apps, where I forgot what the app platform was, but I was trying to sell apps to restaurants. I got roasted by like the first 10 businesses I approached.
Okay, thank you.
This guy right this guy.
I think you did great. Yeah, I think he was great, and I think you were yelling at the first as well. Like I don't agree with you, but yeah. Overall, I think I would give you 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Great storytelling.
Maybe I don't understand what was the point of the story?
There wasn't one. I got vacuum.
Yeah, just the point.
I was like,
I was looking at him like,
what was that? What did the paper say?
Vacuum cleaner.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was going to talk about.
That's pretty good then.
I don't know what everybody else got, but it seemed like you guys got like some killer stories. I got shit.
With vacuum cleaner, you did great. I think.
Okay.
I particularly appreciate humour. Yeah, I thought little bits of humour woven in, and you were very engaging. So now I can take my eyes off you. For lots of reasons.
Well, thank you. I should say this is a little unfair. I was like in Toastmasters and I won every award for like a year, so there's that. But thank you guys.
I will start with this question. What's the one thing that gets you out of bed when you wake up?
Coffee.
Not disappointing my parents.
The sunlight. Sunlight.
Sunlight?
Coffee.
Coffee?
The housekeepers.
Housekeepers?
Traveling to another country.
Okay.
Alarm clock.
Hotel breakfast.
I want people to make me feel bad.
Okay.
Life's exciting.
Life's exciting. So you are motivated
Yeah.
towards something,
Yeah.
right? And you have this thing in your mind that, okay, there is a one phrase in my country, in Turkish, right, in our language. It's the most important thing in life is that if you are going to bed with one idea and waking up with the same idea, like that's your ikigai, right? That's your purpose. Like in Japanese, there is this thing called ikigai. Like they combine purpose, the thing they do best.
Okay. Great delivery. I feel you're comfortable being there. I want you to like turn up the volume, just like double it. And
Okay.
here is on his headphone. I want you to disrupt him.
Nader! Nader, can you hear me?
Yo!
Hey! Okay. So yeah, ikigai, right? And there is one thing that everyone has in their life, like everyone should have, that they like waking up to. Is my voice loud enough?
I can hear you.
Perfect. Okay, guys. So, can you guess the topic now? Or if you cannot guess, I will keep moving. That's the game.
Internal motivation.
Ikigai.
No, not ikigai, not motivation. But you're close. No?
Purpose.
No. Okay, I'll keep going. Oh,
The sun.
the sun?
The sun. What gets you out of bed? The sun wakes me up.
Okay, that's not the answer I was looking to hear, but that's fair. But yeah, so what I want to go from here is that what you do, okay, let's say you have one specific goal in mind, right? What kicks the movement like what gets you moving to reach that goal? What do you have when you want to reach that goal? What's that word called?
Money.
You're close. So close.
Purpose?
Hunger.
Starts with A.
Ambition.
Yes. Thank you. Any volunteers?
Yeah, I guess I felt like the introduction, it was kind of like you transition from like, oh, what work should I do? Straight to ask a question without really introducing it.
I can't hear you.
Alright, so I felt like at the start, you were like directly looking at the question and then you kind of went straight into question without any introduction. And I don't think the asking question, it really explained anything about the topic. And I think you made it a bit easier on yourself by making the audience speak for more than half the time.
Yeah, I will add to that. If you're in public speaking, this isn't a philosopher class. You're not asking people to think, you're giving value. So be comfortable with just monopolizing kind of the discussion. Be comfortable with that. But great. Thank you guys.
Alright, listen up everyone. I want to tell you the secret to success. And the key right there is the secret. Have you guys read the book, The Secret? Amazing. It's almost like you gave me the prompt. But anyway, The Secret, it teaches you that whatever you believe, you will manifest. And right here today, I have manifested my dreams. I wanted about 4 beautiful women and 12 handsome men to be staring at me today. And when I woke up, I came here, and look what I found. Amazing. I've never had so much male and female attention in my life because I'm afraid of public speaking. And that's why I'm here today, to face my fears, to manifest my dreams, and to create my destiny. So, yeah, believing in yourself will really help you manifest your dreams. And it doesn't matter how smart you are, how short you are, how ugly you are. No matter what deficits you have in your life, all it takes is self-belief. And you can have whatever you want, with no exceptions. No real life considerations. It's all about what you believe in. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have something to say, don't hesitate to stand up and speak.
I only have positive feedback. On the internet, I always read, oh, if you're afraid, just, like go out there and like do your thing. And I think you did that in person, so that was very cool. I think if you practice this multiple times, it'll stop being fear and you just do this naturally, which I think is great. So that's the only thing I can say.
Awesome. Yeah. I think for me, like, I really love the humor, and like every time I hear you speak, it's just amazing, and I'm enjoying it. So I just wanted to give you this, and I think you're building up like from last time as well. There's progression, and I think if you continue, like as you said, practicing, that's what we're all here for. You'll definitely get over this, because I think you can be like a stand-up comedian if you want to.
You are very authentic, and you do this very hard style, like Mr. Bean style, you know, like you are very good in that, and I thought like you will be
How many of you know Serena Williams? Serena Williams is one of the best examples of the fact that regardless of where you're born, regardless of what you do, regardless of whether you grew up ambitious or not, you can be successful in life, because they were essentially trained from the time they were born to be successful. And the topic for today is train, which I'm going to turn into training because I don't want to talk about trains. The idea of train is that a large part of a common thing between successful people is that you must have a lot of self-belief. And I think an added equivalent of that is if you grow up trying to find mentors who will train you to do what you want in life, you will be okay. So let's not just do it. I'm gonna do it again. That's all I have.
Okay. Take the space, move around, feel comfortable. So your mind right now is under pressure because you're taking the leadership. So feel throughout the room that you're the leader and keep on speaking. 1 more minute.
Okay,
just let the topic come.
Okay, cool. Okay, maybe we'll talk about trains. So, I think an interesting idea was that somebody looked at the fact that you can go from point A to point B and said, we're gonna make people who travel in cars go in rented cars. So I think Uber was pretty cool. I think it's an example that comes up in branding a lot. I am traveling right now, but Antoine is making me speak for a minute. So I'm going to focus on speaking for a minute instead of making a lot of sense and focusing on walking around. So yeah, that was it.
I think I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gave that topic train. I meant, sorry, I just loved trains as when I was a kid, so I thought someone would speak about trains. But it turned out to be a train, and but yeah, I think asking few questions made you reduce your anxiety at the initial, and then you didn't breathe as she said, so you got anxiety again, you went fast and then closed. So yeah, I think more questions or breathing or would have been better.
But you speak very good. You stress yourself. Like I don't understand why you was pressuring yourself if you let it go.
I have an idea actually. He's trying to like make sense, right? He just don't wanna. Yeah, she doesn't want to just like talk. You know, she wants to make sense, and then she's thinking a lot of what she's trying to say. And right? Am I correct?
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're right because if I was prepared, I think I'd do better. The impromptu bit is. Yeah, a train. I went in all directions with train.
Yeah, I'm going to add to this. It's just you were going very well in the beginning, right? That just like how you interpreted the topic and turned it into training and like turned it back into trains. That was all fine. Like we could listen to you. We could understand what you're saying. The topic of success and all that stuff. It made a lot of sense. It was a good direction. I think you just pressured yourself too much. So you thought harder and like you kind of like stepped in your way. But yeah, you were doing very well. So that's.
Thank you. Any other feedback?
So, like, is it your first time you're doing kind of up-the-dome public speaking?
Without knowing the topic?
Without knowing. So you feel the cortisol running around in your body?
Yeah, it rose up.
Because last week you were in the same position, and how was like your experience today?
Yeah, I think I've heard a lot. I can talk a lot louder.
How do you feel?
I feel like I need a coach.
Slightly less nervous.
Slightly. So it's still gonna run. It's a matter of practice. If you keep practicing, you're gonna feel okay with the cortisol running.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Whoa! Louder!
Hello everyone.
Hi.
So few faces I see I can remember from the last class. Okay, I think I'm still not audible. So yeah, when it comes to public speaking, or even in this class or even outside, what I usually say is it's all about motivation. I mean, everyone's trying to motivate. So I feel less relatable because in my life, even everyone faces failures, right? I think more than motivation, we also need to be somewhat truthful. Is your life always going positive? Is your life always going positive?
Always going. Sorry. No, definitely not.
What about others? I personally came here because I was successful at a point, but I need some time alone. Right? I needed some time alone, and here I came and people were like, "Yeah, I relate to you. it's safe for everyone. So that's the environment I wanted to be in. And yeah, I think I just don't want to be a motivator in public. I think public speaking can be more about, it's not just about learning, it's not just about motivation. I think we can also explore it from a different angle, right? Just like sharing a story, even if it's not a positive one. I think speaking in that angle will make us improve in this class as well. And yeah. It was totally unrelated to the topic, by the way. My topic was crabs. But anyway, I just wanted to make this point to everyone. Yeah,
I noticed one thing, and that it's people try to copy each other here. I don't like that. I don't think the walking around here suit your speech or your story. You don't have to like do what everyone else does. You can just be in front, or like you can do whatever you want. My feeling is you try to be like other people, and it doesn't work. Be yourself.
It looks fake, right?
Yeah, it doesn't seem authentic. You just went here for no reason, you know. Like when other people were speaking, they came here because they wanted to speak to Sam or somebody in the back, you know, and there was a purpose for it. But here, it didn't really make sense to me. That's my.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you're coming here, but your eyes are not here. You're wandering around. Instead of going and meeting the people and seeing them in their eyes, for example, you're going there and you're focusing on the eyes. But if you go wandering around for no reason, that's why it feels like it feels unnatural. So give one more 30 seconds. Try to go around and see in the eyes of the people.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I just came because I wanted to complete that task of walking. Right. So that's why I was walking there. Have you been to Singapore? Anyone? How many of you have been to Singapore? Okay. Yeah. Have you had chili crabs? Anyone?
What?
No? Chili crab?
I love chili crab.
Okay, that's the famous food in Singapore. And unfortunately, my experience wasn't that good. They gave me, I went alone with one more person who doesn't eat meat. So I had to complete the entire huge crab.
Just go around, don't speak, just go and look in people's eyes. Feel okay with looking at their eyes.
Not weird at all.
It's not weird at all.
Love.
Have you had crabs?
No.
No, I think you're just trying to like fill up that awkward eye contact and asking a question, which you should avoid as well. Hey, why should I cheat?
Move around, just look in their eyes. Feel comfortable and pick back the speech from there.
Yeah, I think I'm getting comfortable now.
Okay, so give us another 15 seconds of speech while looking.
Yeah, the story. They gave me a huge crab, and they gave me like 2 instruments to break that crab. It wasn't even broken. Served it to you in an eatable way. It's like a huge king crab there, and they gave me all the towels and everything, and it was like I'm gonna cook that crab instead of eating it. So, yeah, I managed to break everything and open it, and when I tasted it, it was horrible. So it wasn't what it. Yeah, I'll pick my evaluator. I wanna hear.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Pretty good movement after the feedback. The story is a bit, I guess, yeah, I mean, since it's improv, so it's not going to be rehearsed, so it's kind of like a little all over the place, but I thought you did a good job overall.
My first speech of going unrelated, was that acceptable or not?
Yeah, of course it's acceptable. We're here to improve. So focus on, again, like, I know your voice is louder than the first time. So focus on pushing the voice louder again and maintain eye contact with your audience. Great job.
Good afternoon. How are we all?
Good.
I realise it's Sunday, it's 5 o'clock, so some of us are probably flagging, me included. I just wanted to talk to you about a new initiative that I've been introduced to. Has anybody read a book called Network State? Okay. Has anybody been fortunate enough to be in the same room as Balaji, the author?
Yep.
Okay. I want to talk to you about Network School, but actually my journey to discovering Network School.
And you're competing against a coffee machine, so you have to be louder.
Thank you. So, a little bit about me. I'm from England. I'm learning to live in Thailand, and I was looking for a way to not be in Thailand, as other digital nomads might understand this is sometimes necessary. My place in Thailand is with my boyfriend, who makes beautiful silver jewellery that I'm happy to display. And one day in late September 2025, a new customer walked into our shop. She's from California, and she asked Chang. Does anybody know what Chang means in Thai? That's my boyfriend's name.
The beer, right?
It's a beer named after an elephant, correct. So lovely Laura, as I came to know her, walked into the shop unsuspectingly the day before we were due to open for the season, and asked Chang if he'd be interested in crafting silver jewellery from cuttlefish. That's another story. Laura and I became good friends.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Evaluator, who needs to be passing quickly? That hasn't passed, so pick from the raised hand.
This guy here in the blue, thank you.
Okay, so I think I liked how you didn't use filler words and you were like pausing in between your speech. And yeah, like you were taking breaths in between instead of just saying or on. And yeah, overall I think the story was leading somewhere. We didn't get to the end, like to find out why you came to NS. But I think overall it was well structured, and yeah, it was well spoken.
Okay, what's one thing she can do like right now that would improve her communication?
No, loud.
Loud? Okay, give us 15 seconds. Shout louder.
Okay, so Laura and I became friends. And when she was in Japan in December and I came back from Kuala Lumpur and they said, you can't stay in Thailand for another 60 days, Kirsty. I got on the phone to her and said, where are you in February? She said, I'm going to be in Lombok, Indonesia. Why don't you get a flight over and come and stay with me? And I did. And
oh, go ahead.
I was going to finish the story because it's great.
Was it more catchy when she was louder?
Yeah. Yes.
Also quicker.
Also quicker.
Just for the record, Laura is...
Okay, so there's recently been a pretty controversial form of tourism, and it happens in poor countries like India, and it's called slum tourism. Has anyone here, could you raise your hand if you've heard of this? Okay, so as you might know,
louder.
As you might know, countries like India have slums which are neighborhoods where poor people live, and they have extremely small unclean living conditions. And you would think that when tourists visit a country like India, they would be staying in a normal hotel and stay in the touristy area of the country or the city. But for some reason, which I don't understand, people seem to be interested in booking tours to visit the slums, and the tour guides are charging pretty large sums of money to allow you to visit these slums. And personally, while it might be interesting to visit a place like that, I think there's a lot of risks. Like, if you wear any form of jewelry and you go into these kinds of places, you could easily get robbed because the people there make like $10 a month. So it seems, so I'm extremely confused at why anybody would want to tour a slum, but maybe you'd have an idea.
Okay, I have something.
Okay.
So I went to slum. It's not slum tourism. It's a slum tourism in Hong Kong. So
Okay.
from my perspective, it was interesting to see the situation there on how people separate a single apartment into 20 living spaces. So it was it was a different situation there, and it was nice to understand it from their perspective and what's the problems going on there. Yes.
Okay, so were you like with the residents? Were they in the slum at the same time, or was it like an abandoned one? Or
Oh no, people actually live there because Hong Kong has a housing crisis, and people who are working there as a labor, they have to share those rooms in order to.
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, I can see how it might be interesting.
Yeah.
To visit a very very unique and like a living condition that greatly contrasts something we're used to.
Okay, thank you. Sam, you want to go? Stand up.
First, thank you, Juan, for coming up here and practicing. I always thought that you're a naturally good speaker and you pose often. That give confidence to the speak you give. I understand this subject was probably new. You were trying to put your head around it. We understand nothing, and you've been running around and just like trying to figure out the next section. That potentially was like the making you looks like you kind of losing the ground of the subject or so, trying to ask a question here and there without interrupting because there was no end, and that's common in subject new to you, just like you haven't prepared for that. But you're naturally very good at presenting yourself. The pose is something I love, and I actually learned it from you, to pose and speak clearly. I think that's, you've done a great job with this.
Thank you.
We gather here today to discuss the network state book again and discuss the prospect of network state. My name is Sam. I'm a researcher on this topic, and I'm here to discuss with you the potential of having the network state as a philosophy applicable to the world. First of all, who do believe that the network state, as it's proposed on the book, it is potential. It is something that could happen. One person at a time. In 3 words, why do you think it has potential?
Biology is smart.
Great. Second?
We need communities. We need communities.
We need communities. Great. Those who did not raise their hand because they think network state is fiction, will never happen on the way it's proposed, would raise their hand and tell me how can we fix it or why it is not
potential? Afifi?
I think human nature goes against the development of new things. There's a lot of friction. So I think to actually implement it as it was proposed, you need to have like a huge change across the world and across the mindsets of people, which can take multiple generations.
Thank you, Afifi. Throughout history, Afifi saying that we were programmed biologically in a way that to become a network state that we will require more time. We would require generation and biologically programmed. I am one of the people that think that network state, the way it's proposed, it's absolutely won't happen. There won't be state without sovereignty, and there won't be. I haven't finished yet.
Finish. In conclusion.
In conclusion, I'll invite you to expand your thinking about network state. How network state become possible in the scenario of having a supercontinent, having a world where all countries are like states on it today. And that would be the subject of our topic next time. Thank you. From the ones that we wish they want to leave, that if they can raise hands, so yes, come up. I guess I'm the only one remaining, so I'll just...
No, we have 3 other people remaining.
Oh, I was not aware. You're already standing, so yeah, speak up. So I really like that you took note of all the feedbacks from before, and then you just try to implement it by coming here, being loud, and then you were very articulate of what you are trying to say. So like these are the positive feedbacks that I have. Regarding the negative feedbacks, I don't think I have anything specific to. Okay, come up here, but if there's somebody with a negative feedback and will shout it quickly, I would appreciate that. Yeah?
So you're a good speaker, but you come up as like a politician.
Okay,
right?
interesting.
Like the presentation that you did yesterday, or at on the stage.
Yeah.
It felt more spiritual. It felt motivating. But
right.
Today it felt like politics, and it didn't feel as real as the stage presentation you did the other day.
Love you. Yeah.
The only thing I would also say is your second question was, the answer to that second question was too long. So if you're asking questions, yeah, you put across things where it's one word. The first one was great, right? 3 words, you go. So I think that's the
I like more space, yeah. Thank you guys, and thank you, Anthony. It's because of you that it looks my speech better now, because I've done some of your classes here and doing a great job. Thank you guys. I'm back to leave. I have a session.
Hello. And guys,
Good evening. My name is Kishore, and I really want to thank all of you guys who are sitting here still listening. So, yeah. Today I have the topic gut health. So, when you consider health as if you consider health fully, people would mostly focus on their body. Like going to the gym is considered health for some people, but some people miss out what is mean by gut health. So it is really important that you focus on gut health as well. And do you think gut health is as important as to the physical health?
What to what?
When you compare gut health to the physical strength or physical health, how do you consider the which one do you think is
Physical
important?
health is more important than
Right,
just
exactly.
muscles.
Right. So as he said, gut health is equally important as the health.
Okay, thank you. So I'm suffering from the same problem. Yeah, let's clap. I'm suffering from the same problem where I'm very monotone. And so like that causes people to fall asleep. So take breath Then say your word and emphasis on certain word.
Gut health. So, have you had the lunch that is provided here? Of course you would have. So I think the lunch provided here is better for your gut health. Was that, you know?
What do you think, guys? Were you able to better understand what he was trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah? So give us another 15 seconds going around.
So, coming back to the topic, at this point I'm not very expert at gut health, but since I have to keep going, I will just blabber some to make sure I am following all the things that I have noticed, and to make sure I follow all the things that I have learned now.
Thank you. So select, you have 2 more evaluators. Raise your hand if you didn't go. 3 more.
Oh, do you want to go somewhere? Right
No, just select them and...
Yeah, you can go next.
So stand up.
Yeah, I love the modulation. So sometimes you'd be louder, and then sometimes you'd be softer. That really helps keep attention. So, yeah, I thought you did pretty good. Overall. Good evening. There's something I want to talk to you about. It's a life-threatening situation, and it involves, you guessed, toast. What happens when you smell a burning toast and there is no such toast in the room? Does anyone know this?
It's in the other room.
Possibly. What's another reason this could be life-threatening?
You get a heart attack.
Close. It's actually a sign of a stroke. If someone might be having a stroke, they tend to smell a burning toast. And I don't know why that is. That's just the way it is. And so if you do smell burning toast, you could be having a stroke, or you could just be overcooking your toast. Those are the 2 options. So those who tend to cook a lot of toast, does that increase your chances of having a stroke? Possibly. I've not seen these studies, but probably not, because I don't think they're related. What's the best way to cook toast? Do you prefer a little undercooked or blackened, burnt, crispy? Who here has a preference?
I like the light brown.
Light brown, yes, that's good, man, good taste. Who here likes it burnt to shit? Anybody? Charred?
Toasted.
Sorry?
Sell us some toaster.
Sell you toast?
Yes, toaster.
Toaster.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I want you to emphasize on certain word. And slow down your speech. You're really conversational right now. But try to slow down and put emphasis in people's mind.
Okay, sorry.
What? You're speaking, let's say, I'm speaking about this toast, blah, blah, blah. But I like this crispy little toast.
I see, emphasize. So lots of people like toast cooked in different ways, but I prefer it extra crispy. That's how I like my toast. And that way, whenever you spread something on it, it's nice and firm and it spreads easy. If you undercook the toast, what happens? It dents the toast.
I think it's delicious.
And that's not good. It's harder to spread, butter, and the like. There's a lot of things you can put on toast, actually. The new trend is avocados. Does anyone have this avocado toast?
Yeah.
No. This is what the millennials are eating these days. It's nutritious. It's pretty filling. It's actually not very affordable, though. I find it's pretty pricey. I don't know why. It's 2 ingredients.
Conclude?
Sorry?
Conclude? In conclusion?
In conclusion, you should eat more toast, I guess. But it's a simple and nutritious meal. Who's vegan?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Okay. You go?
Yeah, I believe I'm the last one.
So stand up, fight for your right.
I'm happy to know.
Okay, I love the subject.
Stand up.
I love the subject. I believe maybe we don't have to eat a lot of those carbs, but still we love it. And I love the way how you smile and feel like spontaneous while you're talking. So because it's fun facts I didn't know about it. So I enjoy your talk. So that's it.
I will add that you have strong voice, you have a deep voice, but you're looking on the ground sometimes. It's more a question of your body language. Omega, maybe you want to add something on the delivery of emotion.
Once you decided that you didn't want to talk about it anymore, you gave up. And so you have to keep, because this is a sales presentation, you're selling toast. Everyone eats toast differently, and so you have to just commit to the bit the entire time.
Right.
Because eventually, because while Anthony said that you have a great projection already, you started to get softer and softer and softer. And so we lost interest because you didn't keep the energy high.
That's a great point. And you remember when he was talking about vacuum cleaner? Like you were engaged, yet the focus is, like the subject is bad, quote unquote, but he's able to make it entertaining because he's believing in it. So you have to believe in your subject.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ivana. This is actually my first time doing public speaking, and I believe this is a great subject here at the network school to make some discussion about it. And I really enjoy things I learned yesterday on some lectures here about longevity, how if we approach the right way and use right food and approach very good sleep and to exercise well, we can induce, we can actually, I lost it.
Why you look at me? You're in the leadership position.
I'm not. Yeah,
Take ownership of that. I'm not the leader, quote unquote, anymore. You're leading the crowd. This is you.
Okay. Let me try one more time. So I believe if we have good mentors around us, and if we read from good books and from YouTube channels like about food we can eat or approach to exercise, mindset, meditation, we can actually be very successful at achieving it in our personal life. So I also...
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Breathe. Feel your body. You feel it?
Yeah.
Take deep breath. Pause and go again.
So that is also topic I'm interested about because I had health challenges when I was young. I had traumatic experience having car accident and my health was really vulnerable that time. So when I was 20 years old, I started to find people who had similar experiences and who could actually thrive from that, changing their mindset and approaching to life with right way. So I actually discovered some teachers from USA at that time, like Louise Hay, Esther Hicks, somebody, Bob Proctor, who helped me a lot with my mindset, and
in conclusion?
It helped me a lot.
In conclusion?
If you find great mentor, in conclusion, you can succeed at it. So.
Thank you.
I would say in this case, I liked how you looked into her eyes, you tried to be personal about the story, which I did like that. Sorry, what?
Go, like Nadir is not listening, so speak to Nadir.
He'll listen to me after, don't worry. I think here, the voice projection and raising your voice would have helped. I think that was like one of the things that you could have improved. Some people, you know, have louder voices, some people are better at hand gestures. You connected well about the story, you looked into her eyes, you looked around, that was good, but I don't think like we could hear you well enough. So just be louder. I don't think you need to shout, you need to just project your voice more.
Okay.
So try again. Another 15 seconds and try raising your voice the maximum you can.
I believe if we learn how to breathe properly and be present more, we can actually help ourselves to project our voice better.
It was better, yeah.
Again, you can double this.
Okay.
Again. So he's saying not shouting, but in your mind it's gonna feel like shouting. I speak too loud.
Okay.
But in your mind you're not there yet. Like you need to raise.
I'm feeling like I want to hide.
Yes.
I want to hide, and I want to. That is the.
That's what you're trying to break through.
Yeah, yeah. So I believe if we breathe properly. So crazy. It is crazy. That's why I signed
You're not
up
shouting.
here.
You're not,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm not shouting. Okay, let me think about my husband. I'm joking, no, but I believe if we breathe properly, we can actually succeed at being more present while we are talking.
To me, it means nothing because I'm not a reserved person, but to some of you, you can deeply resonate with this word. Some of you have been shy, some of you have been not confident enough, and some of you have felt reserved in your ambition. There is many expressions of this word. One thing that we can do about this is try to expose ourselves to new experiences, because as you have noticed just a minute ago, if you try, you get out there, you can learn how to do something that you were reserved about, that you didn't think you were able to do. So I would like everyone, even you and you and you and Nadir in the back, to be encouraged to actually, get out there, try something new, and try to not be reserved, try to be confident, try to do something that you haven't experienced before. So in conclusion, just try.
Right, as the experienced Toastmaster, it's pretty good. Do you want to give him like a bit more advanced feedback?
Who is a Toastmaster?
Okay, first, so what's your first language?
Slovak.
Slovak.
Yeah, I mean, it's always kind of tough because you're probably more confident in your other language.
I can't hear you, man.
Yeah, it's probably a little tough because you're like.
It's not my first
You're more confident in another language, but I'd say just be more chill. I mean, I think I talked to you earlier.
Yeah.
Like, you seem like you were pretty chill. Just like, be more chill.
All right.
I can't hear you usually.
Sorry?
You speak too fast and not loud enough.
All right.
So breathing. And you're in control. I saw you at the beginning, less at the end of your speech. You're looking at me with the eyes of like approval. Versus when you start looking at her, it's different eyes. So don't seek my approval. You're the one in charge at that very moment.
Okay, alright. Omega, thank you for your feedback. I hope you can hear me better now.
I can.
Alright, I'm opening up. Alright, thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, go for 15 seconds.
For what?
Talk about reserve. Don't look on the ground, there's no one there.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of what does it mean, you know? But reserved, as I said, it can mean many different things. I like, for example, 1973 reserved Jack Daniels bottle, you know? So that's what it means to me.
Alright, speak. 15 seconds about that bottle.
So I received this bottle on my birthday last year. It really means a lot to me because not because of the alcohol or because it numbs my feelings. It's because I received from my very good friends that I haven't seen for a long time, and I really want, you know, to see them sometime and share this bottle with them around the table, celebrate that I'm seeing them again in a couple of months. Hopefully next time it will be during a wedding or one of my best friends in May. So, in conclusion, reserved bottle, you know, for May. Thanks.
Alright, that concludes this session. I'm running those sessions every Sunday and every Wednesday if you want to keep on practicing. Same time, 4 o'clock